truly want is innocence lost, innocence lost. When you talk, it's like a movie and you're making me crazy. 'Cause life imitates art. If I get a little prettier, can I be your baby? You tell me life isn't that hard. No one's gonna take my soul away. I'm living like Jim Morrison, headed towards a fucked up holiday. Motel space, and I'm singing, fuck yeah, give it to me, this is heaven. What I truly want is innocence lost, innocence lost.
This is dangerous. Open up your head, feel the shell shock. This is dangerous. I walk through minefields and watch your head rock. This is dangerous. Open up your head, feel the shell shock. CASHAPP. I walk through my fields. CASHAPP. CASHAPP.
Work is really involved in this rap. I didn't know it. I didn't see it. I never saw it until I was actually in it. You really gotta be in it to understand what it's like. But you always gotta, people always gotta see you smile. You always gotta put on that fake, you know what I'm saying? Like no matter what you just been through.
So you wanna be a rap superstar and live large, a big house, 5 cars, you're in charge. Coming up in the world, don't trust nobody. Gotta look over your shoulder constantly. I remember the days when I was a young kid growing up, looking in the mirror, dreaming about blowing up. The rock crowd, make money, chill with the honeys, sign autographs and whatever the people want from me. It's funny how impossible dreams manifest in the games that be coming with it. Nevertheless, you got to go for the gusto, but you don't know about the blood, sweat, and tears, and losing some of your peers, and losing some of yourself through the years past gone by. Hopefully it don't manifest, but the wrong guy, egomaniac in the brainiac, don't know how to act. Deep 48 tracks, studio gangsta max, sign the deal, thinks he's gonna make a meal, but never will, till he crosses over steel, filling your head with fantasies. Come with me, show the sacrifice it takes to make the cheese. You wanna be a rap superstar in the biz, it takes from people who don't know what it is. I wish it was all fun and games, but the price of fame is high, and some can't pay the way. Feel trapped in what you rapping about. Tell me what happened when you lost clout. The route you took started collapsing. No fans, no fame, no respect, no change, no women, and everybody on your name. They wanna be a rap superstar and live large, a big house, 5 cars, you're in charge. Coming up in the world, don't trust nobody. Gotta look over your shoulder constantly to be a rap superstar and live large, a big house, 5 cars, you're in charge. Coming up in the world, don't trust nobody. Gotta look over your shoulder constantly.
When you sign to a record label, you don't know you sign your life over. And these white boys don't care about you, cause the minute you fall off, they'll find another Noriega, and they'll find another Capone Noriega, and they'll find another Be Real. So you need to just stack your chips up, do what you gotta do while you hot, and motherfucker, get out the game. Just like the drug game, it's even worse, because in the drug game, if somebody jerk you, you can shoot them and kill them. And if you, in this game, somebody jerk you, you gotta be humble.
No matter what you just been through, it's gotta be right. You gotta approach people, you gotta be on the up and up, everything's gotta be all good. When you see somebody, slap hands with them, you know what I'm saying, give them a pound or whatever it is, you know, but you always gotta act like ain't.
So you wanna be a rap superstar and live large, a big house, 5 cars, you're in charge. Coming up in the world, don't trust nobody. Gotta look over your shoulder constantly to be a rap superstar and live large, a big house, 5 cars, you're in charge. Coming up in the world, don't trust nobody. Gotta look over your shoulder constantly. My own son don't know me. I'm chilling in the hotel room lonely, but I thank God I'm with my homies. But sometimes I wish I was back home, but only no radio or videos gonna show me no love. The phony gotta hit the
Who's ready for the call-in show?
That was a fly crawling across my camera.
Sir. That was a roach. Hey, good morning. It's Uncle Lou here. Yeah, that's right. It's me, Uncle Lou. Live for you on LouTube today. Hey, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it also. And to addition to that as well, that's right. This is Uncle Lou After Dark. College football's longest running call-in show on YouTube. Plenty of better shows. None of them have been around as long as me, though. Does that make you mad? Anyway, we do this show 2 nights a week, Tuesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern. I appreciate all y'all tuning in this evening. We will get to the phone lines here in just a minute. Looks like 3 people on hold now, so if you want to get on hold, call now. Phone lines will be full soon. But yeah, Tuesday and Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, we do this show, take phone calls for an hour or so, and then fan versus fan. That's right. I put 2 college football experts on the phone for you, and I let them argue with each other. And that one Tennessee YouTuber, what calls himself pissed off Vols fan, has challenged none other than Bob the Barner. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Again, that'll be at 11. You don't call me now and tell me you want to do fan versus fan at 11. Just call at 11 and do fan versus fan. 10-4. 10-4. Don't forget about the morning show, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, right here on this channel with me and BVD. 4 mornings a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at 8 a.m. So we'll be on tomorrow morning at 8. What's coming up tomorrow? I think Melissa May is going to be on the show tomorrow. I think. And as well, I think Chess Hall and this, whatever girlfriend he has this week is going to be on the show tomorrow too. And maybe one other person too. So a full show tomorrow. No morning show next Monday, though. I'm going out of town, and I won't be here Monday morning to do it. I'll be back Monday afternoon, but I won't be here Monday morning. So no morning show on Monday. So I do apologize for that. The phone number, if you'd like to be a part of the show this evening, 706-786-4481, 706-786-4481. And again, we'll get to the phone calls here in just a minute. Big shout out to everybody who's tuned in here at the beginning. Russell Westbrook fan since 2010. I appreciate that guy because he's at least honest about it. Celine Driver, the GOAT, Lucas Sharp, Tyler P., Rack Dog, Cheryl J., Clemson Carson, the Pine Cone. Yeah, I told you. Yeah, I told you to post the link, Pine Cone. Post the link in there. If you guys know Coop, Coach Coop, Miami YouTube maker, his father passed away. There's I guess there's a GoFundMe set up for maybe some funeral expenses or something like that. If you guys feel it in your heart to donate, try to get Pinecone to post a link in here. If you guys find it in your heart to donate, it would be something nice to do. I don't know how many of you know Coach Coop and doing YouTube for a while. He's a good guy. I watch him quite a bit. So if there's a way you can help, I'm sure he would appreciate it. So Pinecone, you can post that link. I made you a mod so you can post that link. So Ayatollah of Sand, Eli Georgia Bulldogs, Extreme Striker, Carolina Jackpot is here. Jesus Christ. Don't forget to watch his videos during the season. Holy moly. Especially his post-game videos. I told you all last year, the best post-game videos on YouTube are on Carolina Jackpot's channel as soon as a South Carolina game ends, especially if they lose, which is a lot. and will be a lot again next year, unfortunately. But you have to watch the videos quickly. Quickly. If the South Carolina game ends at 7, you need to be on his channel at 7:15 or 7:30 watching that video. Why? He deletes them, which is a big no-no, but the guy won't listen to reason. I don't know what else to say. He won't listen to reason. What are you doing? Leave those videos up, for Christ's sake. Let people enjoy them for more than an hour. They're absolute gold, sir. Thank you. Mike Reiser, Silent Chaos, Clemson Carson, NCIS fanatic. Aren't we all? Danny Boy, Colby Ellis, Vols Talk. Pinecone, I don't know how long you're sticking around in here tonight, but if you want to post that every 15 or 20 minutes or so, you can. Just don't post it over and over a bunch of times in a row. That does more harm than good. But if you want to post it every 15 minutes or so in here, you're more than welcome, sir. Brian Biak, thank you for the super chat this evening. He says, sometimes you just got to show up and support. Thank you. I appreciate that. And Kevin S., thank you, sir. He says, get that game face on, pissed off Vols fan. What's up, Lou? Yeah, pissed off Vols fan says he's calling in at 11 and he's arguing with somebody. He says he wants to argue with Bob DeBarner. We'll see how that We'll see how that works out. Though I don't know. Hey, you got to change your screen name, man. This is you can't be. I'm guessing that you're about 9 years old. I'm gonna put you in timeout for 5 minutes. That's long enough to change your screen name. Nobody want to look at that. It's not funny or creative. It's elementary as hell. Sports expert, Celine Driver, Russell Westbrook fan, Colby Ellis. Sorry, appreciate all of you tuning in this evening. College football news. There is some. I said some. I don't act like it's a lot, but I said some. Man, the SEC commissioner straight telling folks what to do, ain't he? Greg Sankey. No more championship events in the state of Mississippi until they join the rest of modern society by getting rid of whatever Confederate emblem or whatever the hell it is they have on their state flag. So shout out to Greg Sankey for that. This is way past time. These people holding on to these participation trophies, these second place I participated ribbons, running around, waving these things around. This has gone on long enough. We don't celebrate second place in this country. We don't celebrate people who went to war against the United States in this country. You lost. It's time to get over it and move on. It's just way past time. So shout out to Greg Sankey for that. Well, hopefully the state of Mississippi will do the right thing. I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of this going on. And I think it was on the morning show. Hell, maybe it was on this show. I don't know. It doesn't matter what your opinion on the situation is. It just doesn't. It doesn't matter what my opinion is either. All this stuff is going away, period. All these second place statues that they've got put up all over the place and all these kinds, it's just all this stuff is going away. It's just the caveman days are over. It's just time to move into the 21st century here. It's just way past time. So good riddance is what I say. I know a lot of you pretend to be somehow, I don't even know. But anyway, the stuff is going away. So the sooner the better. We can get all this crap behind us. So, but anyway, Greg Sankey says no championship events in the state of Mississippi, until they join the rest of civilized society. What else? Ohio State and Alabama signed a home and home. Don't worry, Ohio State fan. Don't worry. Oh, my God. It's in 2027 and 2028, so don't worry, okay? You got 7 years to find a way to back out of this, which we all know that's exactly what you're going to do, okay? You had a home and home schedule with Georgia last year until you backed out of that thing. So you schedule these home and homes with SEC teams to try to get a little good publicity, and then you back out of them. That's just what you do. You're not playing a home and home with Alabama. It's not happening. We know it. You know it. The American people know it. It's not happening. It's 7 years. Yeah, okay. Those games will never be played. Just like you scheduled a home and home with Georgia and backed out so you can play TCU on a neutral field. Good job. Good job. Same thing's going to happen with Alabama. Those games are not being played. Can't piss on our leg and tell us it's raining. We ain't stupid down here. Man, rest in peace to, Tim Jordan? Is that his name? I know Jordan's his last name. What's his first name? Tim Jordan. kicked off the Vols team. Who didn't see this coming? Dude was arrested back in May on a gun charge, marijuana charges. I think he had some issues before that too. Nevertheless, he's gone. So I don't know. I guess the Vols are going 14-1 now instead of 15-0. Anyway, what are you gonna do? Where's my sad Florida fans at? Where's my Florida fan? Let me see. Let me find a Celine Driver. Celine Driver, look at me. Look at me, sir. Did you cry today? Huh? Tell Uncle Lou. Tell Uncle Lou how much you cried today, sir. Who else is in here? Happy Florida fan. Hey, happy Florida fan. Mad or sad? Let Uncle Lou know. Who else is in here? Hey, Rattlehead Duncan. Man, sorry for your loss. What a shame. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Hey, good morning, Lou. North Florida white trash.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Bad day in Florida.
Man. Mad or sad?
But, I'm shocked, mad.
Mm.
I mean, that's a bit of a stretch there.
Yeah.
Going after that. I mean, I do agree with the Confederate statues. Cause now, I hope they leave them at the battlefields and the cemeteries, but there's not really an argument to have them at a public plaza.
Right.
I get that.
Yeah.
Going after the Gator bait, it was made up by Lawrence Wright in the 90s.
Yeah, the thing that is weird to me about the gator bait thing is that usually before these things go away, you hear people complaining about them for a long time. I've never heard anybody complain about the gator bait. So
Did you read the letter?
No, I just saw people talking about it on Facebook all day that they had to ban it or whatever the case.
Yeah, the president of Florida, he said, even though there's no ties to racism with the chant, we're just going to do away with it, basically. Abundance of caution.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, that seems strange. I mean, Georgia had to let something go today too, so it's just going around.
Don't let Greg think he found out about y'all's flag.
What, the Georgia State flag?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody said that something on it was from the Confederacy or something. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I have to look into it. It's not the battle flag. I know that. I don't know what it is. Some kind of symbol they say or something. I don't know. I don't know much about it. It was the battle flag. It was the battle flag for a long time. They changed it. I don't know, maybe 10 years ago or so. And I've heard some people say that somewhere on the flag there's some symbol that is still representative of the Confederacy or something, but I don't know what it is.
Well, it's actually the entire flag. So, like you said, it was the battle flag before. And if you get spare time, I don't know if you even care or not, but just look up the official flag of the Confederate States of America. And what Georgia did was literally take that exact flag and then just put y'all's coat of arms in the middle. It's literally the Confederate flag.
That's something
with
serious.
Y'all's coat of arms in the middle.
Yeah.
I mean, they pulled a fast one. They said, "Oh, we'll get rid of this, old racist flag, and we'll just put one in one that people don't know about."
Yeah, I've heard that. I don't think I've ever heard it described that well before, but I've heard before that when they changed it to something else that had to do with the Confederacy. Lucky for me, I could give two hoots or a holler about a state flag, so I really don't care what they do with it.
So I'm just saying, if Sankey's out there cracking down on Mississippi, if somebody complains about Georgia, then Georgia will have to change it if that's the thing,
Right.
That's the new thing. But
maybe they're taking it easy on us
anyway.
since we had to since the marching band had to quit playing the Gone with the Wind theme at halftime.
Playing the what theme?
Our band has been playing the Gone with the Wind theme forever, and they're not doing that anymore. So A lot of Georgia fans is all broke up about it. My first thought was, damn, I really wish Baba O'Reilly or that Teenage Wasteland or whatever the hell that song is. I wish that song was racist, because then we could get rid of it. We have the worst entrance song in all of college football. This Baba O'Reilly, dried up, dusty ass song. I'm going to start a campaign that song is racist. I know it's not, but I'm going to start a campaign that it is, and and for that reason we have to change it.
You think Pissed Off Balls fans saw that nice rendition of Rocky Top?
I sure hope so. Yeah. You want to tell people that's you? You can't. That's all. I didn't want to give it away, but yeah,
I don't. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, this is the guy that has sent in the songs, playing the guitar. The first one, he had a cutout picture of George's face over his face, and then the second one, he sang about Rocky Top, and he had the trash bag or the grocery bag over his face. If you guys have been watching the talent show on the morning show, you're one of the favorites, sir. Good luck to you on Tuesday, I guess it is, when we have the final votes. But you're very talented, sir. Whether win or lose, Uncle Lou is impressed.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I sent you the other video. You need to go check it out.
Yeah, I can't wait.
But I had some other. I'll let you go. But I had some other good ideas that I didn't get to. I had too many to choose from. Tracy Chapman's Fast Car.
Uh-huh.
I was going to do Myers Got a Bad Heart. I was going to do that. I was going to do that one. I was going to do that song Dust in the Bottle, Creole Williams Lived Down a Dirt Road.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to do Uncle Lou Lived Down a Paved Road, and he could whine like nobody I know.
Yeah, you have a gift, my friend. No doubt about it.
Yeah, hopefully I'll enjoy the last one. I have no way of knowing until
I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will.
All
right, buddy.
Yeah,
man. I appreciate you calling in. Yeah, we'll talk to you soon. Yeah, this coming Tuesday on the morning show is the finals for the Lou Tube's Got Talent show that we've been running for a few weeks over on the morning show. So should be good. I'm looking forward to it. Oh yeah, good morning, but you're on with Uncle Lou though.
Morning, Uncle Lou. It's Dylan calling. How you doing today?
Hey, Dylan, I'm doing great. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Hey, I take it
good.
You're not a big fan of The Who, are you?
You know what? It's not even. There's a few like honestly, it's not even that I don't like that song. Like that, it's not even really that it's a terrible song. But there's lots of songs I like that have no business being a college football entrance song. Nothing about that song gets anybody excited. Yeah, so it's just a terrible college football entrance song. I think. So I just I wish they would change it, but now I don't know.
You think Georgia should start playing a Tool song for the intro?
Oh, I did it myself one time. I made a mashup of a bunch of videos that were taken from field level and in the stands of Georgia taking the field and jumping through the black G banner that they run through. But instead of the actual audio from all the clips, which is Baba friggin' Bowie and the Teenage Wasteland playing in the background, I muted all the audio and I played Vicarious by Tool over the top of it. And it hits right when McCole Hardman is jumping through the thing, and the song hits, and man, it's amazing. But no, they won't ever do that though. They these too many. Well, anyway, not enough people want it changed.
Yeah, that's
though.
that's my favorite song by Tool.
Oh yeah, that's one of my all-time favorites. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Anyway, main reason I called is that I wanted to ask you about Georgia's offense this year, and
right.
how much different do you think it'll be from last year?
I mean, I don't think Georgia's going to come out and throw the ball 75% of the time or anything like that. I think if anybody, I didn't think that even before all these spring practices and all that got canceled. I think the run-pass percentage is probably going to be about the same. I think the running plays are going to be about the same in terms of what running plays we run. The difference I think we're going to see is the passing plays, the schemes of the passing plays, the actual routes that are ran, the formations, The Georgia's passing offense has just been very basic and vanilla the last couple of years, and I think you're going to see some more advanced concepts this year with Monken running the show.
Yeah, exactly. What I remember, like the last call-in show, you were saying talking about Jake Fromm, you're saying that before when I was criticizing last year, it was just that the thing was that he was just lacking many physical tools. And you're right. He can't throw a very good deep ball. He cannot run. He has no speed. He couldn't escape pressure. And it was like, because you said he had concrete feet. So it's like it was very hard for him. He was just lacking a lot of abilities.
Yeah.
But now that we've changed the offense and we have new quarterbacks, I guess the next thing I want to ask is like, if I'm trying to think of, is that guy's name? Is he Brock Vandergriff? Is that what the guy that committed to Georgia was?
Yeah, that's for the 2021 class. So he would be a freshman next season.
2020. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, what type of quarterback is he supposed to be? Like, what type of passer is he supposed to be?
I'm no recruiting expert. I don't pretend to be. In fact, I tell people all the time I'm pretty basic when it comes to recruiting. Really, all I know about Brock Vandergriff is that depending on where you look, he's the first, second, or third highest rated quarterback in next year's class. He was committed to Oklahoma for a long time, a year, in fact. Decommitted and committed to Georgia. So I'm assuming he's I'm not that he's a dual threat guy, but I'm assuming he's mobile enough because Oklahoma's not in the business of recruiting statues at the quarterback position. So I'm assuming he can move around some. He's good size. But my knowledge or understanding, like I don't study high school film or whatever. I'm just not. Some people do, but I just have not got into it like that. But everybody wants him, so I'm assuming he's got a lot of potential.
Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping the same way. And then there's like one more thing I wanted to tell you before you let me go. And it's like I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm trying. When I called you last time from Myrtle Beach, I actually recruited. I had that last caller. That was like that. It was 2 weeks ago. It's like I had my cousin call, and y'all were talking about Georgia Tech, but it's like it was a short thing. But hopefully, though. There's this one guy I know that's like a sports expert, and I'm trying to get him to call into your shows. I think y'all two could have a good talk. But anyway, I'm trying to make that work out. But anyway, it's great talking to you, Uncle Lou. You have a good morning. Right?
Yeah, all right, Dylan. Good to hear from you, sir. Thanks for calling in again. Appreciate that. I got some super chats I need to get caught up on, and then we'll get back to the phone lines. Oh, yeah, PayPal link, too. Do I still have it? Yeah. Here's the PayPal link for those of you that don't mind taking an extra step. You don't have to, just giving you the option. If you want Uncle Lou to get 100% of your support, hit the PayPal link on PayPal. YouTube is not still half. But Super Chat, your comment goes up on the screen. So whatever you want to do is fine. That's just an option for those of you that want to do it. Where are we at here on these? Ryan Parker says, God bless LouTube. I'm going to go ahead and agree with you there. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ryan Parker, for those kind words. Hopefully we're getting ready to start the best season yet here on LouTube. And hopefully no coronavirus or no nothing else interferes with it. I'm going to be awfully pissed off. Thank you for the super chat. Pissed off Vols fan says, I'm here to raise hell. He's looking for Bob DeBarner. He made a video about it and everything. That's how serious he is. So that'll be coming up at 11 o'clock. I don't think anybody wants to miss that. Thank you for the super chat, sir. Pissed Off Vols fan is a Tennessee fan and a video maker here on YouTube. So if you haven't checked out his channel, do a quick search. Pissed Off Vols fan. Aren't they all? And you'll find his channel. Enrique Robles, thank you, sir. He says, I'm doing LouTube. Have a good morning in that. I'm doing LouTube, bitch.
No, lady, how about you shut the f*** up? I'm doing LouTube, bitch.
Yeah. about you shut the up? 1980 was a great year. Thank you, Larry Marsh. Yeah. Celine Driver, good morning, sir. Last time I checked, Wright is a black player. Shaking my damn head. Yeah. I didn't read any of the articles about the Gator bait thing. I just saw the headlines that it's gone, and that's it. That's all I needed to see. The rest of the day, I just laughed at Florida fans for being mad about it because that's just fun to do. Leroy Jenkins, thank you for the super chat, sir. He says, here's my charitable donation to the new LouTube studio. The best is yet to come. Thank you. Yeah, I had the people out here all day out in the backyard. That guy, man, this guy worked like a dog out here today. This guy worked 10, 11 hours a day. Cut down 4 trees. Chopped them all up. He wasn't able to haul all of them off today. He's got to come back tomorrow or Saturday and finish hauling them all off. I'll be gone, but man, that dude worked like a dog. But yeah. So listen, nothing can stop the new LouTube studios now. The ball is in motion. Went a couple of days ago. Signed the paperwork to have the thing built. And I'm preparing the site out here for it now. So I'll keep you all updated. But thank you for the support, Leroy Jenkins. Appreciate it. It means a lot to me, sir. It really does. Thank you. All right. Should we get back to the phone calls here? There's literally no one listening to this show because I'm on it. They just want to hear the phone calls. Christopher Duncan, thank you for hitting that PayPal link, sir. Rattlehead. You good people, sir. Thank you. I don't see where you attached a note though. Don't forget you can leave a note on the PayPal link too, and I'll be happy to read it. But thank you for supporting the show tonight, Mr. Rattlehead. Another contestant on LouTube's Got Talent. This Rattlehead, a good one too. Played me some Metallica. Made Uncle Lou happy in that. Yeah, sure did. See who this is now. From Ryan P. Go Dogs. Thank you, Ryan P. I appreciate that. From your loyal fan, Ryan P. Go Dogs. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you for hitting that PayPal link, sir. I really appreciate that. You're good people. All right. Probably just about time to get the trolls on the line now, ain't it? Yeah, good morning, but you're on with Uncle Lou, though.
Good afternoon.
I'm doing good this morning. How are you doing?
Yeah, I just wanted to get your opinion on Najee Harris and his Heisman Trophy chances.
Yeah, thank you for the call. Wants to know about Najee Harris's Heisman Trophy chances. I think he's got a chance. You got to remember, it's very hard for a running back to win the Heisman in today's college football. It hasn't happened very often over the last 10, 15, 20 years. I think Najee Harris is either the first, second, or third best returning running back in all of college football. I tend to be biased towards the SEC, so, I mean, I love Najee Harris. He can play all 3 downs. He can catch out of the backfield. That's something not all running backs can do anymore. But 2 other really good running backs came back this year, too. Chuba Hubbard and Travis Etienne at Clemson. And all 3 of those guys, to me, are legitimate NFL players. So who's going to have the best year of those 3? Oklahoma State's in the Big 12, so Chuba Hubbard's going to play a lot of bad defenses. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne play on 2 of the best teams in America. So, those 2 teams, are 12-0, 11-1, and 10-2 at the worst. Probably not even 10-2. So, I think all 3 of those running backs. There's some clear favorites, Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields, I think, ahead of any running back. But whatever, all 3 of those guys, I think, are right there, too, in terms of running backs. It's just hard for a running back to win it these days. Isn't it? Yeah, it is. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
I want to see what your thoughts are on Tennessee this year.
On Tennessee?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the call. I'll answer that for you. Thoughts on Tennessee? I think they have to find a way to win more games than they won last year. That sounds a little obvious, and you might even think, well, that's going to be easy. I don't think that's necessarily going to be easy. I think Tennessee is still going to be a big underdog to the 4 big teams they play: Oklahoma, Georgia, Florida, and Alabama. So can they beat one of those teams? If they beat one of those teams, they're probably going to get to 8 wins, maybe even 9. The problem with a team like Tennessee, you take those 4 teams, right? They're going to be underdogs. Let's assume they're favored in the other 8 games. Not very many teams make it through an entire season winning every game that they're favored in. Very rare. Very rare. I mean, you get Alabama does it every once in a while. Clemson does it every once in a while. Ohio State did it last year. Georgia did not do it last year. Oklahoma did not do it last year. Oklahoma lost. Who was it Oklahoma lost to last year? Was it Kansas State? Anyway. So almost every team loses a game you don't see coming. So even if Tennessee were to beat, say, Florida at home and lose to Oklahoma, Georgia, and Alabama, that's 3 losses. What if they slip up against, South Carolina or whatever? And I know you're shaking your head and laughing, and Tennessee is better than those teams, but I'm just saying you see that a lot in college football. So I think 8-4, I think 8 wins. I think they need it. They were 7-5 last year. Clearly, they cannot lose to any of these toilet teams either. That can't happen again. I don't think it will, but that can't happen again. These Georgia State losses, BYU losses, whatever, that can't happen. That can't happen. And I think they need to find a way to get an 8-4. They finished 8-5 last year. If they can get to 8-4 and win a bowl game, that would be 9-4. I think if they go 8-4, is that what Tennessee fans want? Probably not, but I think that would probably be another step in the right direction for Tennessee. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
I want to do a fan versus fan. I'm an Alabama fan calling into the show.
Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Yeah. Good morning.
Hey, Peyton. What's up, buddy? Good to hear from you, sir. Ohio State fan in that.
Yeah, it is. So, I did want to start off with this. Don't think as an Ohio State fan I need to be scared of playing Alabama, because we all know what happened last time that happened, and
we also know how much that matters.
Well, yeah, no, the game's gonna be in 7 years. God knows. Good chance Saban won't be there. I imagine Ryan Day will still be here unless he goes off to the NFL.
When's the last time you kept a coach for 9 years?
Tressel, I imagine. Okay. Got here 2001.
So 3 coaches ago.
Ended in 2010. Then we had an interim for a year, Fickle.
Right.
Then Meyer, who was here for 7 years.
Sounds right.
So I mean, the only way I see Day not being the coach is if he takes an NFL job.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
You didn't want to reschedule that Georgia series, huh?
Yeah, listen. I'm all for it. We backed out of that to schedule a home and home with Oregon instead. Now, don't get me wrong; they're probably a top 5-10 team going in to this year as well. But I would much rather play an SEC team than go West Coast where nobody watches. So, call Gene Smith if.
I have,
you'd
sir.
like to
I have.
Schedule that.
Believe me, I have. Yes.
I'm sure you have.
Believe me.
Yeah, I'm sure you have.
I have him on speed dial. How excited are you? How excited are you to play at Oregon with no fans, though?
Yeah, listen, that's and I'll say this: that's people forget how big a part of the crowds are at college football games. I was happy at first to see that we were playing on campus, but that could look awfully bleak with no fans.
Yeah, Be weird. That's for sure.
would,
be real strange to see that. Even on TV,
No
it
doubt.
would be strange.
And I'll tell you what, I'm not sure if even with reduced fans, because Ohio State's been talking about 20 to 50,000.
Right.
The reason why I go to games is because there's 100,000 people there. That's the number one reason why I go, not for anything else, because otherwise I can just sit in the comfort of my own home and watch it on TV.
Yeah, or
The
just
reason
go to
why I go
Walmart
is
even.
the
I
atmosphere
mean,
behind it.
there's 100,000 people at Walmart. You could just go there.
Yeah, for sure. I'd
Costs more to go to Walmart.
I might want to give that a try.
I would suggest it.
Go to one of those mega Walmarts and sit on one of those reclining chairs.
No, yeah.
I don't know. I'll give that a try this year because going to games might not be the move.
The older I get, the less I enjoy going to games too. It's so convenient to sit at home, and people use this as a reason to tell me I'm not a real fan. But like, I want to watch Oregon and Ohio State play. Does that make me a bad person? Like, I don't know. I don't know what time Georgia's playing week 2. We're playing like East Tennessee State or something, probably noon. So maybe that's a bet. But like, if Georgia was coming on at 7, and I can go watch that game at Sanford Stadium, but then I don't get to see Texas and LSU is that night too.
No,
it's so convenient to stay home. I mean, I enjoy going. I go to one game a year because I still do like the atmosphere, and I like taking my son to, to experience those kinds of things. But man, it's so convenient to stay home now.
Well, I'm with you, and I'm a lot younger than you are. I'm in my early 20s, and I go to about 1 or 2 games a year.
Right.
And usually that's like that's usually like the biggest game of the year. I try to pick one out and look at the schedule of the other games and make that work. But yeah, no, I'm with you. I prefer sitting in my apartment living room with 3 TVs set up or two TVs and a laptop, whatever works, and watching 3 games at once. It's just
I'm with you. Yeah.
You're in the comfort of your own home, and if I'm, I've gone to the Michigan. Of course, the couple of times I've gone to the Michigan game, it's below freezing.
Yeah.
That late in November, I'd much rather be in the comfort of my own home.
Yeah.
Sitting on my reclining chair.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you.
And anyway, just to transition this, I'm going to pop a couple questions about the SEC this year because, and I want to get your perspective because I think this is as wide open as it's been.
All right, I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, first off, how Florida's a tempting pick just because of the way their schedule sets up, and they have arguably the best returning quarterback in the conference. How bad do you think their offensive line is going to hold them back? Because I love their roster. I just can't get past their offensive line. The last time I couldn't tell you the last time I saw a team win the SEC with a bad offensive line. Ohio State won the Big Ten with a mediocre offensive line 2 years ago, but that was with a first-round pick at quarterback and 3 of the 10 fastest receivers at that year's combine.
Yeah.
In our receiving corps. So
I don't think their offensive line will be as bad as it was last year. I think it'll be a little bit better. They lose a really good running back too, though. Now they get one, or at least one that's potentially good through the transfer portal. So it's hard to imagine their offense won't be at least as good as it was last year. Like I don't think their offensive line will be worse, and I don't know what else could possibly. They've got great wide receivers. You already talked about Kyle Trask. They didn't run the ball well at all last year, so if they're not great this year, what have they lost? So I would be surprised if the offense isn't a little bit better than it was last year.
Yeah, and on defense, I mean, they do lose C.J. Henderson, but they still arguably have the best cornerback duo in the SEC.
Yes.
Brenton Cox was committed to Ohio State for a while, so I know all about him. I know he's a beast. That's the one thing that would stop me from picking Florida is their O-line.
Yeah.
Now, this Bama team looks like as well-rounded of a Bama team as we've had in the last few years.
The only issue with Bama's offense is quarterback. That's it. And Bryce Young could be Tua. And Mac Jones is no slouch, but listen, nobody likes to poke fun at Tua more than I do, okay? Alabama ain't never had a quarterback that could do what Tua could do, ever. So, Mac Jones ain't Tua. That's my point. Is Mac Jones okay, maybe he's a little better than like your Greg McElroys and those people that Bama had 10 years ago, but he's not Tua. Is Bryce Young Tua? Maybe. But other than that, I'm with you. Their defense is going to be insane this year. All the crap they took last year is going to pay off this year. All those young guys they played, they all have a year experience now. So their defense, they got guys back from injury. Dylan Moses. Yeah, that defense is going to be – people who are looking at Alabama this year and going, well, their defense wasn't that good last year. Maybe we got a chance. You're in for a rude awakening. Alabama's defense is going to be the Nick Saban defenses that you're used to seeing. So – we got to wait and see what the quarterback, how the quarterback position shakes out. Yeah.
Now, with this whole coronavirus thing going over, I do think that that makes it hard for a guy like Bryce Young to step in and start right away. I think you could see a Trevor Lawrence, Kelly Bryant situation where Mac Jones will start the first few games. And then once Bryce Young has a handle on the playbook, he steps in.
Yeah.
That's if I were a betting man, that's where I would have my money because listen, Mac was solid last year in relief, but I don't think but he's nowhere near
if we go into Tuscaloosa,
the talent and playmaking ability of Bryce Young.
Right. If we go into Tuscaloosa in week 3 and we're kicking the bejesus out of Alabama by 14 or 17 points at halftime, and the third quarter starts, and Bryce Young takes the field, I'm turning the damn thing off. Because I just already know.
And I know how you feel. Past experience will, we'll do that to you. What did they say? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Yeah, fool me again. Fool me again. Augusta's liable to be out of TVs. That's what they say.
Yeah, I imagine that. Yeah, for sure. But anyway, that's what I expected. Whoever's playing quarterback in that offense is going to put up numbers.
Right.
They're
wide receivers. They lost Jerry Jeudy. Don't feel sorry for Alabama when it comes to wide receivers.
You have Jalen Waddle and Devonta Smith.
Yeah, and those guys have been playing for 3 years. I mean, those guys. Everybody talks about Tua in the second half of that national title game back in 2017. Who was he throwing the ball to? Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith, and Jerry Jeudy. So, and they were all freshmen. So one of them's gone. Great, but the other two are still there, and they got plenty to backfill too. So don't worry about them at the wide receiver position. They're fine.
One of the greatest wide receiver classes I've ever seen. Now, Ohio State's incoming freshman wide receiver class up here is getting comparisons to that one. It's easily the greatest receiver class Ohio State's ever signed in. It's right up there with the one Alabama signed 3-4 years ago. I'm curious, in 3-4 years from now, where all those guys are going to be. It has potential to be on that level. But back to what we were talking about.
Yeah, one more question. We got to wrap this up. We got a lot of people on hold.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, I'm going to hear you talk about Georgia all off season. The one thing that I think would hold them back is, and I know how you feel because, Urban Meyer would love to do this. is not letting the offensive coordinator take control of the play calling. You guys hired a legit OC who's proven to put up dynamic offenses. It's
Right.
going to be about if Kirby lets him do his thing. There were years and years here where Urban Meyer wouldn't let Tom Herman do what he wanted, and the year he finally fully gained his trust, we won the national title. It took a little while. There were a couple games where, Ryan Day's first couple games as OC, he kept him on too much of a leash, a la Oklahoma 2017, and it cost us. So I've seen that firsthand.
What's the question?
I think the one thing that would hold Georgia back is Kirby doing that same thing. What do you think?
I agree. Kirby needs to have no input into the offense at all. Zero, none. Just stay away. I couldn't agree more. You hire somebody to do a job, let them do. Part of being a good head coach or just a good manager in general is picking good people to lead and then letting them do their job. So hopefully that's what he'll do. Thank you for the call, Peyton. I appreciate that. Let's see. Dylan Delhoney, thank you for the super chat, sir. He says, who is 8 Camel Toes' favorite college team? Well, he hates college football. He makes fun of it all the time. He pretends to be a UNC basketball fan, but we know what that's about. Yep, we do. Brian Biak, thank you, sir. You know who Ricky Baker is. I know the name Ricky Baker. He used to troll on this channel. We haven't seen him in a while, though. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he died. Kevin Cruz, thank you for the super chat, sir. He says, hey, Uncle Lou, big fan. I'm a Notre Dame fan. Wondering your thoughts on that Clemson-Notre Dame matchup. Also wondering when you will do Notre Dame schedule prediction. Love your channel. Notre Dame is the next one coming. Hopefully, it will be out tomorrow. Hopefully. I got tied up today with the tree people that were here. The Notre Dame video was supposed to come out today. That was the one that was supposed to come out today, Kevin Cruz. And I got tied up with some people that I have doing some work here, and I wasn't able to get it finished. Now I'm leaving right after the morning show in the morning to go out of town. So hopefully I can get it sometime between now and then. Hopefully I can get that thing finished and uploaded before I go out of town. But it's the next one you see will be Notre Dame. As far as the Clemson game goes, if I have to pick that right now, I'm picking Clemson. I know it's at Notre Dame, and it'll probably be a night game. Best case scenario is freezing cold. Maybe a lot of Clemson players aren't used to playing in that. I don't know. But right now, I would pick Clemson to win that game right now. Maybe for some reason they end up not being quite as good as they have been the last couple of years, and Notre Dame looks amazing. And by the time that game comes around, I change my mind. But as of now, I would have to take Clemson to win that one, even though it's on the road at Notre Dame. Thank you for the super chat, though, Kevin Cruz, and good luck to your Fighting Irish this year. We don't play you this year, so I don't have to worry. Not that I've ever worried when we played Notre Dame. Why would I? We're undefeated against you, but I'm sure you already knew that. Yeah, I'm sure you did. All right, a couple more here, and then we'll get back to the phones and that. Let's see. James E. Oh, I know who you are, sir. A new American Pele video coming soon. I, for one, can't wait. Try to get it in over the weekend, sir, so I can get all the new videos lined up for Tuesday. This is another finalist here in LouTube's Got Talent. The American Pele. This guy, unreal, this soccer player, this guy. Y'all are missing out if you haven't been watching the morning show. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know. You've made some sort of series of bad decisions that has led you to the point where you're either unable or unwilling to tune into the morning show, and it's just, I feel bad for you. I honestly do. RB Smata, thank you, sir. He says, UJ just announced they will start making you pull forward at the drive-thru. Yeah, good luck trying to make me do that. Good thing I'm not a real fan. Fake fans don't have to pull forward, just the real fans. Bears, Cubs, Canes, thank you, sir, for hitting that PayPal link. He says, what's good, buddy? Congrats on the upcoming new studio. Got a name for it yet? Well, LouTube Studios. Come on. What? Yeah, LouTube Studios. But don't worry, y'all can still call it my mom's basement or my grandma's garage or whatever it is you call this out here this week. You guys can still call it that. But it's going to be the Lou Tube Studios. I'm looking to get some kind of a I've got an idea for like a sign that I want. Anyway, plenty of time to talk about all that. That's still at least a couple of months away, at least, before I move out there. Probably going to be, hell, it might even be September before I move out there, just by the time they get done. So I don't know. We'll see. All right, one more into the phones, I promise. Adam H., thank you, sir. He says, your season is over video coming before or after Ole Miss beats Florida? After, yeah. I mean, I could make it now. We already know Florida's going on the road to the Grove and catching an L this year because I already told you that when I did the Florida preview. So, yes, Ole Miss and Lane Kiffin is beating Florida. Cry about it, Florida fans. It's just happening. But your season is over video. I'll go ahead and wait until after that Sunday morning. Yeah, I like to wait till Sunday. Go ahead and throw all the teams in there for that. Your season is over. But Florida will be prominently featured in that one. Of that, there's little to no doubt. At least not by me. Yeah. All right, back to the phones. Yeah, good morning, but you're on with Uncle Ludo. Hello? I believe you.
Argument or something like that.
We got in an argument. I can't imagine why. You say you're an Alabama fan. Why would we argue?
I was bringing up Jake for something I don't remember much. I have to go back and watch it.
No, I'm not.
Something about
I'm not interested in going back and watching it. If you don't remember, it must have not been worth remembering.
For you.
I believe you. Go ahead.
Let me think.
Right, have a good one. How you wait on 30 minutes and then can't remember the question? Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Good morning, Matt.
Yeah.
What song is worse, Rocky Top or Yammer Jammer?
Actually, I actually think Rocky Top is worse. Now, maybe it's because I've heard it more because we play Tennessee every year. We don't play Alabama every year. But I would say Rocky Top is worse.
All right, that's my only question. Good morning.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you calling in. Yeah. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou, though.
Celine Driver.
Celine Driver, man. You okay, buddy? I was thinking about you today, man. I was going to send you some Kleenex or whatever else, but you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Something came up this morning, so I missed the morning show, and I'm sorry about that.
Oh, don't worry. BVD missed it too.
PayPal.
Yeah, don't worry. BVD missed it too. No problem. No harm, no foul, sir.
I sent you a PayPal apologizing.
You don't have to do that,
No
but
worries.
yeah, but I appreciate it though.
Well, I have to do that.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this new grandma's basement that you're building. You know what
Yes.
you ought to do to help defer the cost a little bit?
What?
You ought to sell like commemorative bricks or something like that.
That's not well.
No?
It's not well. I like the idea. It would now. There's no brick involved, but I see what you're. Doesn't have to be bricks. I see what you're saying though.
Well, commemorative 2x4.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I'll have to think
I'll
about.
buy
I'll have
one.
to think about something like that. Yeah, not a bad idea actually.
I'll buy one, but you gotta put a Go Gators on.
Yeah, put your name and Go Gators in that. And yeah, this section of the studio is sponsored by Celine Driver.
There you go. I ought to sponsor one of the shows again. I think I'm going to do that again pretty soon. You and I talk about that. As far as Gator fans crying about what happened today, I ain't crying about it. I'm pissed off about it, but I ain't going
Right.
to cry about it.
Yeah.
But we are organizing some kind of petition, and there's somebody floating an idea around of doing a little protest at one of the games. Where,
Have y'all considered burning down an? Have y'all considered burning down an AutoZone?
No, not
No?
AutoZone, but maybe one of the frat houses. That
Oh,
would be
yeah.
fun.
Well, I'm all for that. I'll come down there and strike the match on that.
You and I both, man. I got blackballed by the frat, by the Greek council back in the day.
Oh, hell.
Because I wouldn't. Well, that's a long story. I won't
Right.
bother you with that. No troll from me today. No trolling. No bad words. Just because now I don't have a wrench next to my name. Now I can have time to call in and talk to you.
There you go.
Instead of watching for idiots on the stream.
Yeah.
So
See, I did
that's
you a
kinda
favor.
Nice, actually.
I did you a favor, sir.
Yeah. Well, I know, but I hope I get it back someday.
Oh,
But,
yeah, I'm resetting them. Every month now.
Yeah. The only other thing I want to say, Lou, was Happy Father's Day to you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you too.
You and I are both fathers, Although my job's mostly done now. All I am is a glorified ATM.
Yeah, I guess I have about another 10, 15, hell, maybe even 20 years of looking forward to that.
Yeah, but you got good kids, so my kids are good kids, your kids are good kids, so
Right.
we'll be all right.
Yeah.
We'll
survive. won't we?
Your red hair's going to turn gray just like mine.
That's right.
No problem. Anyway, I'm going to jump off because I didn't have anything else to say. I just wanted to say hello to you, wish you Happy Father's Day, and go Gators.
All right, Celine, I appreciate you calling in, sir. It's good to hear from you, and again, thank you for supporting the show, buddy. I really mean that. You're always here. It means a lot. Where are we at here with this now? Jay Drizzle wants to know, why are you so mad at LSU? You think because the two Joes left, they automatically suck? No. In fact, I've gone out of my way to say that they're not going to suck. They're loaded with NFL talent. But they're not going to be as good as they were last year. It's just not happening. You cannot spend 6 months telling everybody you just fielded the greatest team in the history of college football, then lose the best player off that team, the best quarterback you've ever had, and the guy you brought in specifically to teach him how to play quarterback, and then expect things to just keep on rolling along. Go back and watch Auburn's 2011 season, sir. That's what you're in store for. Okay? 2010 Auburn. Cam Newton, undefeated, national championship. Season ends. Cam Newton leaves. That's the boat LSU is in. It doesn't mean you're going to be terrible. It means you're not going 15-0 and winning a national title. Sorry. Does that make me mad? People don't like to hear the truth. That's what it is. I told you all the time. I don't know if you've not been listening or what. I tell you all the time. Just because something makes you mad, sir, doesn't mean it's not true. Okay? Delhoney, sorry. Thank you. Says, I think Catfish should be on the morning show. Is he alive? I've seen probably 100 people on Catfish's channel in the last 6 months. Nary one of them was Catfish, though. Catfish knows he's welcome on the show anytime, sir. Chris H., possible video idea. One accomplishment each team needs to do in their conference to take the next step. Yes, some need more steps than others. It's not a bad idea, actually. Georgia needs to beat Alabama. What else do they have to do? Nothing. Georgia needs to beat Alabama. Florida needs to beat Georgia. That's not a bad idea. I'd have to think on some of them, but Texas A&M needs to beat a ranked team. Yeah, not a bad idea. It's something I'd have to think on, but that's the whole point, to do a video on it, not to ramble off about it now. So I won't waste anyone's time by doing that. Yeah, that'll be silly. Be real silly. All right, it's 11 o'clock, so if you're on hold right now, I'm fixing to put you on. If you want to do fan versus fan, let me know. If you called in for some other reason, we're going to have to make it quick because it's time to get to fan versus fan. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
I do a first fan, Alabama fan.
You want to do fan versus fan?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Is it Andrew? Is that what it says? What's your name?
Nick.
Nick. All right. Let me put you back in the queue. I'll find you somebody to argue with.
Thank you.
No, thank you, sir. This ought to be good. Oh, this will be great. Yeah, good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
What's going on, Uncle Lou?
Pissed off Vols fan. I got a live one for you if you want them.
Hey, I want Bob the Barner.
Yeah, I don't.
Or
yeah.
you, either one.
Bob the Barner or me?
I just want me a Georgia fan.
Jesus. Do you have some sort of a death wish? You want me? All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'll put you back in the thing. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Okay. Let's see who this is here. Yeah, good morning, but you're on with Uncle Lou.
Fan versus fan.
I
want to argue that from Alabama.
Yeah, there's no there's no Barner, but the thing you can't call in with the show on in the background, so I have to let you go there. Plus I don't think very many people were fooled. Good morning, you're on with Uncle Lou.
Hello, Nate Kingston.
Nate, what's up, buddy?
Nothing much. I want to try my first time fan versus fan.
All right, let me see what I can do for you. Let me put you back in the thing here. I'll find somebody for you. All right. Well, Nate, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Here comes somebody claiming to be an Alabama fan. You ready?
Shit. Yeah.
All right. Gumps versus Taters.
Hey, look.
Fight.
Whole time, Nate.
What's up? Go Blue.
Go Blue.
This is my first time, so I just tell me what to do. Sorry, but
Lou, what is he talking about?
Nate, this isn't going well, buddy. People can't tell you what to do. You got to trash talk, sir.
Oh, okay. So how was
Nigger.
How was
Nigger.
Not and
Nate, you won.
how-
You won, Nate.
Okay.
You won. He gave up.
Damn, that was my first.
Yeah. Good job, buddy. You did good. I think you should try again next time, okay? You're undefeated so far.
Woohoo.
All right, Nate. Thanks for the call, buddy. All right, let's see who this is. Hang on the line, pissed off Vols fan. We're finding somebody for you. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Let's go, pissed off Vols fan.
Oh, yeah, this will be good. This will be good. Pissed off Vols fan versus TikTok guy, Chess Hall. Fight!
Who the hell is Chess Hall?
Don't you worry about that.
Your
It's a
daddy?
Georgia fan. You
About-
asked for a
about
Georgia
to be
fan.
your
Fight!
daddy? About to be your daddy?
Shit. You ain't gonna be nobody's daddy, son.
Yeah.
You a
we've been your
Georgia
daddy
fan?
for
Are
the
you a
past-
Bulldog? Are you a Bulldog? Are you a
Oh, you
Bulldog?
bet your ass I am. We've been your daddy for the past.
I want to know. Okay, let me ask you. Yeah, let me ask you this. What makes you think Georgia's going to be so damn dominant this year? You guys are at best a top 20 team. You're not a top 5 team.
Sir,
Don't
you're not
hand me a shit
sir,
about Jamie
sir,
Newman.
And you're not a top 25 team. You're a fucking nobody team. You better be glad the coronavirus happened to y'all, because nobody's gonna show up to your fucking games anyways. Y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of fucking losers who can't win shit.
And
Georgia
what are you
owns
basing?
you.
What are you
I
basing
am
winning
your
on?
daddy. Georgia
What are
is
you? But not.
Tennessee's
No,
daddy.
don't keep saying you're my daddy. Oh, just answer me. What are you basing it on? What's going to make you so dominant? I want to know.
The past 3 years, sir? Have you not noticed how
No,
dominant
not
we've
the
been?
past 3 years. We're not living in the past. That's what everybody says anytime somebody says 1980.
Let's see.
What's going to make you so dominant this year? Because
Recruiting,
you guys have lost more
talented,
players this year than Georgia has ever lost.
Okay. Talent.
How are you going to do this?
Recruiting. Do what?
Well, you're going to win with a bunch of recruits.
Yeah.
You guys have been on the top of the recruiting trail since Kirby Smart got there, and you ain't won shit, son. You ain't won
Tennessee has
shit.
never won
How are
shit.
you going to win?
How are we going to win? Why we always do, by beating everybody's fucking ass, including
So you
yours,
can't answer
sir.
the question because you're just like the rest of the Georgia fans. You're fucking delusional and brain dead. Uncle Lou, how are you going to win? What are you going to do to win
There's
this
the
year?
people from
Hey, shut up
Tennessee
and let
that
the grown-ups talk. Hey,
15
adults are
fucking
talking. Uncle Lou,
15 and fucking
how is
what,
Georgia
3
going to
years?
win?
You haven't been
Sit down,
relevant
young
since
man.
1998. You realize how old I was in 1998? I was 4 years old, sir. You haven't been relevant since I was 4 years fucking old.
And you guys have been dominant in the SEC East. That has been nothing but shit for the last 15 years.
Are you
guys haven't
fucking
been relevant
delusional or
since 1980.
Are you fucking...
You guys have not been relevant since 1980. You want to throw out 1998, 1980.
We were fucking relevant in 2017, 2018, 2019.
In a weak-ass SEC East Conference.
Oh my fucking God. Really?
In a very weak. You guys are at best mediocre. You guys were mediocre when you got into the bigger games. You got your ass
really are
kicked.
fucking delusional, sir.
No, I'm
You
telling
really
you the
are
truth. You don't want to see it.
You don't want
Now
to see the
answer
truth,
me.
sir.
How
Your
are you
team's
going?
trash.
How are you going?
Your team
You
has
can't
been
even answer a
trash
simple question.
since
This is why I wanted Bob the
1998.
Barner.
Let
Well,
me
I'm going
ask
to tell you
a question.
something. You're
Let me
really going
ask
to be
a question.
pissed, and Uncle
Let me
Lou
ask you a
is
question,
going to be
sir.
breaking the shit
What
out of some
makes you think
TVs after
Tennessee's
you
gonna
all
be
lose
good this
4
year?
games this
What
year.
makes you think Tennessee's going to be good this year? Tell me. What do you think? What makes you think Tennessee's going to be good this year?
You never answered my question. Why is Georgia going to
I
be dominant?
did. Are you fucking stupid or dumb?
No, you
I said,
didn't. You didn't answer. All you said is blah 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 blah. Daddy, I'm your daddy. Blah 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 blah. Answer the question.
Wow, you're a great.
What are you basing it on? What are you basing it on that you guys are going to be so dominant? Jamie Newman? Let me tell you a little bit about Jamie Newman. Maybe you didn't look at his stats. I did. His
He
stats
played
were
on
the
a
equivalent.
shitty team, sir.
I know, and in the shitty, listen, in a shitty conference too, and his numbers were identical to Jarrett Garantano, who done it in
Let me ask you
the
something,
SEC.
sir.
You guys have Jarrett Garantano part 2, and you think that somehow he's going to take you to a national championship. You are so fucking stupid. If you're basing that on Jamie Newman,
Let me ask
you are
let me
full
ask
of
you-
shit.
Let me ask you something, sir. How did Tennessee lose to BYU? Let me ask you that.
I'll tell you how we lost BYU. You want a smart ass
Because you
answer? Or you want
fucking
the legit
suck.
answer?
That's
Do you want the
why.
legit answer? No, I'll give you the legit answer.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Because I was at that game. I was at that game.
Congratulations. You're a
We
good
lost
fan.
because we had Jamie Newman playing fucking quarterback that couldn't get off he couldn't stay on the field, and the defense was wore out by the end of the game. They stayed on
Sir,
the field the
y'all
bulk of the
have no
game, and they were
defense.
giving up late
Or
plays, late
offense,
touchdowns. They done
or
it to
not
Georgia.
anything.
Go back and look at it.
Jeremy Pruitt is probably the worst fucking head coach I've seen.
He will
in my lifetime.
beat Saban before Smart ever comes close.
What?
He will beat Saban before you guys ever beat Alabama. You're going into Tuscaloosa. You're getting lost. You are going to get beat by Florida. You are going to get beat by Tennessee, and then Kentucky is going to beat your ass right there in Lexington.
We will see if you'll be around by the end of the offseason when Tennessee goes.
Oh, I'll be around, son. I will be around. And I wanted Bob the Barner. I want to know where Bob the Barner is.
Why are you worried about Bob
I
the
want
Barner? when
somebody
I'm
that
here
can
right here,
actually.
sir? Why are you worried
I
about
want to know.
Bob the Barner?
Are you Bob the Barner?
No, I'm Chess Hall. Who are you?
You know exactly who I am.
Georgia is your daddy, and you know it.
Georgia ain't nobody's daddy, and they proved it. They've not won shit since 1980. And you know damn good and well I'm telling the truth. You guys are going to be the national champions every year. You had the best recruiting class. And then you turn around and say, oh, Tennessee won the offseason. You guys have won the offseason every season since Kirby got there, and you can't do shit with it. And then you get a no-name quarterback that has the same numbers as Jared Garantano that comes in.
When is the last time Tennessee's been to the SEC championship? Let me ask you that. Do you know?
Yeah, I know.
Do you know?
I know exactly when it is.
What year?
And
what year
that's just exactly what I told you. Exactly what I told you. The SEC East has sucked ass for the last 15 years, and Georgia still can't get over the hump.
Florida's been a top two.
Yeah, they've
Florida,
won the East.
Florida has been a top 10 team each of the last 2 years. So just you're embarrassing yourself with the East ain't no good.
The last 2 years.
Yeah, and we won it, and we won the East both of those years. So this whole the East is no good. That's the only reason Georgia wins it is retarded. Florida was a top 10 team.
Listen, for the last 15 years, we've been plumb garbage. And you guys still can't pull out to a lead in the overall series.
We are. We do have a lead. We do have a lead in the overall series.
You have a one-game. You can't pull away. That's what I said. You can't pull away. You have a one-game lead in the overall series. In the last 5 years,
over the course of history, you're
series.
right. Over the last 130 years, Georgia is better than you. Yes, you're right. Georgia leads the series. You are correct.
By one game.
Georgia leads the series. You are correct.
But for the last 15 years, we've been pure shit, and you guys still can't pull away from us. Explain that.
If you would have beat Georgia State 31-30, you'd be on here saying you beat Georgia State. Not that you only beat them by one, but you wouldn't be saying, but you only we only beat them by one. You're only up by one. You're only up by one. You're only up by one in our time series. Listen. You've got more head coaches in the last 10 years than you do wins against Georgia, Florida, and Alabama combined. Your three biggest rivals, sir. You're 500 against Vanderbilt in the last 5 or 6 years. You haven't beat a top 10 team. You have not beat a top. I don't answer questions. I don't dance. I trash talk, bitch. I don't answer questions. You bald-headed fuck. You cue ball looking. I ask the questions. I don't answer. Tennessee is an embarrassment to college football. An absolute embarrassment. 500 against Vandy over the last 6 years. Whee! Jeremy Pruitt lost to 2 group of 5 schools in the same year. Can't relate. Kirby Smart's my head coach. He's never lost to a group of 5 school. He's won the East 3 years in a row, won the SEC, made the playoffs. Something Tennessee's never done. Won a playoff game. Something Kirby Smart's never done. Tennessee hadn't beat a top 10 team in 15 years. You're an absolute joke and a disgrace. There's not a single high school recruit alive who was alive the last time Tennessee even won an SEC title. It was last century when you even won an SEC title. You can't last century, sir. Last century. There's not a high school recruit alive who was born the last time Tennessee even won the SEC. You're absolute garbage. You're one of the worst Power 5 programs in America over the last 10 years. You're terrible. And the only thing you can say is Georgia ain't won a national title. Georgia ain't won a national title. No, but you're a Tennessee fan. You're a Tennessee fan, not a national title fan. We beat you 130-25 in the last 3 seasons. 130-25. How are you going to win something with Jamie Newman? How are you going to win with Jamie Newman? You dumbass. You're about retarded. We swept the East 2 years in a row and lost 1 game in the East last year with Jake friggin' Fromm. Do you really think it matters who plays quarterback for UGA? Have you not been paying attention the last 3 years, son? You must not have been paying attention the last 3 years. That's the only thing I can figure.
The SEC has sucked ass for the last 15 years, and you guys still can't win.
Can't win what?
You want to point out bad losses? What about when South Carolina whooped your ass last year?
They're a Power 5 team. They're a Power 5 SEC team.
7 different times, and you guys found a way to fuck it up.
They're a Power 5 SEC team. You lost to Georgia State.
Get real.
You lost to Georgia State.
Get fucking real.
You lost to
Jamie
Georgia State.
Newman is a shit quarterback. You guys are going to turn the ball over all next year. You're
Jake
going to lose
Fromm
4
is a
games.
shit quarterback. He lost 1 game in the East the last 3 years. Why do you think quarterback
I didn't say
matters?
last year, I said this year.
Quarterback-
This year, next year, this year.
But
This
look
year
what
right
Fromm
here.
did. What do you think we need? Fromm had 2,700 total yards. Total. Every year. 2,700 yards every single year. What do you think it matters? We could put you in at quarterback, sir, and you're half retarded and blind.
Uncle Lou, what is going to make Georgia so dominant this year?
The best defense in the SEC. Say I'm wrong. So we can all see how stupid you really are. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, they've got a good defense.
They've got the best defense in
The
America.
problem with that is you guys are not going to have any quarterback play. They are going to be in the same boat that we were last year. He's not going to be able to sustain a drive because he runs first. He's not going to get away from the defensive ends in the SEC like he did in the ACC.
Jake Fromm had negative 140 yards rushing for his career. He lost 1 game in the division the last 3 years. Everything you're saying about the quarterback position is absolutely ridiculous. If you want to say something that makes a little bit of sense, let me give you a hint here.
Well, Jake Fromm also had a better line. Your all's
There
line
you go.
is
Now you're on to
completely
something.
gone.
That's what you should be talking about is the offensive line. Pretending that it matters who we
Exactly.
play
That's
at
what
quarterback
that's what
is
I said
ridiculous.
To start with, everybody has left. Jake Fromm had a kick-ass line. Jamie Newman is not going to. He's going to have a bunch of high schoolers blocking for him.
Oh my!
You really
see,
think we're
now
gonna be
you're
able to
showing
block
your
the
idiocy. You're
defensive
showing your idiocy
line in
again.
the SEC?
You're showing your idiocy
No.
again. Yeah, it won't be a bunch of high schoolers blocking for him. In fact, there won't be any freshmen at all, sir. We have recruited 5-star offensive linemen, multiple of them, every year for the last 4 years, sir. There will be 4 NFL offensive linemen starting for Georgia. Experience is the issue, not talent. And they all played last year. You know how many injuries we had on the offensive line last year? You don't know because you don't watch football.
Oh, I watch it. I watch it all the time. I sure do. I watch Georgia. And I also know that Georgia had a big-ass fucking mass exodus of players leaving. Most of them leaving because they know that Kirby Smart's not going to get them there, and you guys somehow
Have
think
you,
that, oh
like,
yeah, he's going to take them to the
Have you
championship.
seen
Georgia is not going to the. Shut up,
We are
little boy.
loaded.
I'm still talking to Uncle Lou. Shut up, young
We are
man.
loaded. I'm just letting you know we're loaded.
Yeah, loaded. You're drunk. That's what you're loaded with. I'm gonna tell you something. Tennessee will beat you in Athens.
You sound like
this
you're
year.
drunk. So
I'm telling you.
Okay.
When I say something, I mean it. And I'm telling you right now that if an elephant is going to shit ice cream, you better get a bucket and a fucking spoon, son.
Oh my God!
Telling every one of you right now, Georgia is so fucking up. They're the most overrated team that I've seen in the last 10 years.
Yeah, they finished top
They
5
are
each of the
so
last
fucking
3 years.
hyped up and overrated.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
got a kick-ass defense.
Yeah.
and
Top
that's
5,
it.
top 5, 2 of the last 3 years,
You
an
won't be able
SEC
to
title, 3
score.
straight division titles, a playoff win, 2 top 5 finishes, and a top 10 finish, and have lost 1 game in the division total in the last 3 years. But
Exactly
they're
like I
overrated.
said.
They're
Exactly
they're
like I said,
overrated.
in a shitty division.
Shitty division. Florida's been a top
Tell
10
me it
team.
ain't been a shitty division.
It has not been a shitty division. Florida's been a top 10 team each of the last 2
It
years.
has been a shitty division. Florida's been good for 2 fucking years.
We're only talking about a 3-year period, you fucking half-wit.
No, I'm talking about the last 15 years. I've said it about 30 fucking times.
Who gives a shit
You're
about the
not
last
listening.
15
This is just-
years?
This is what I mean about Georgia fans. They don't listen and they don't comprehend.
Sir,
You
you're not
guys are
playing the
literally
Georgia
some of the
team. You're
dumbest
not playing the
fucking
Georgia
fans
team of
I've
the
ever
last
seen in
15
my
years. You're
life.
playing the Georgia team of 2020. You're going to get
You're
your shit
talking
pushed in
about
again.
In the last, okay, we'll just go with the last, we'll go with the last 5 years. Georgia they've dominated the fucking SEC East. And we'll say for the last 2,
We've
3
only
years,
won the East
Florida's
for the
been
last 3
fairly
years,
relevant.
sir. That's it. Not the last 5
But in
years.
the last
We've won the
5
East 3 years in a row.
They still are only 1 game up on Tennessee, and we've been awful. You guys lost to Bush Jones twice.
You act like there's
Probably
never
the
been a
worst
period
coach
of
we've
time
ever
where
had.
Georgia's been bad. We were bad 50 years ago. That's the only reason we're only up 1 game. What kind of sense does that make? We've been playing you for 130 years, and we're better than you. We're better than
talking
you
about
all
last
time. We have a
5
winning
years.
record against you. We're better than you now, and it's not close. We've beat you 130-25. That's the total score the last 3 years. It's not close. The only thing you can
tell you
do
what, you
is call
better-
up here and tell
well,
me
what
how
you
great of
need
a
to do,
year we
Uncle
had
Lou,
in
go ahead and take a
1980.
picture of them
Sir,
scores.
I know we had a
So
great
that
year in
you all can
1980.
1980 them.
You
and
haven't
look
even
back
come
on them
close to an
here
SEC
in the next
title.
Few years because
You haven't made the
Tennessee's
Sugar
gonna
Bowl
whip
in
your
30
ass for the
years.
next few years.
How
Not
are you
only
an
Tennessee,
SEC
Florida.
powerhouse? How are you supposed to be an SEC powerhouse? You
In the
haven't made the
next- in
Sugar
next
Bowl in
2
30
years, Georgia will be
years.
the fourth best team in the SEC East.
Holy shit.
Kirby Smart is
Holy
not that good of a
shit.
coach.
The fourth
You
best
guys
team in the East? That's
do
it.
not see it. Yeah,
This
you'll
call
end
is over. This call is over. That guy obviously wasn't breastfed or something. Something's not right with him upstairs. Georgia will be the fourth best team in the East. All right. Let's see who's up next. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou. Is that right?
Yes, it is. I'm looking to argue someone.
Yeah. What was the last game you went to?
I'll take anyone. I'll take anyone.
What was the last game you
I
went to?
smoke. What was the last game I went to? Texas A&M, November 30th, 2019.
Who won?
We won 50-7.
Oh, boy. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Hey, what's up, Uncle Lou? Trevor Emmerich. I'm a Michigan State fan. Give me a Michigan fan, or honestly, give me anybody. Give me a Michigan fan. Give me a Tennessee fan. After listening to that jamoke go on for
We're gonna go with
way too long.
we're gonna go with the give me anybody option, which is an LSU fan. So LSU, Michigan State, go.
So I hear you're a Michigan State fan. I hear Michigan State is, and that y'all have gone 7-6 like the past 2 years.
Yeah, that's what ball.
Yeah. Also,
I mean, hey, I'll just say this: Mel Tucker, hey, Michigan State, we're gonna be a good team in about 4 or 5 years. But right now, we do suck. But it is what it is.
You won. He quit. He waved a white flag.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, honestly, I just.
Well, luckily you got the dumbest one on planet Earth. The guy couldn't even put 2 words together. I don't know if he dropped his bib or was drooling all over his shirt or what, but he didn't last long. So you're currently undefeated.
I
on
mean,
Uncle
I
Lou
don't have
fan versus
I don't
fan,
have much
so.
ammo. I'm a Michigan.
Yeah. Thank you for the call. You're currently undefeated. Michigan State fan, repping the Big Ten. Good job, sir. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou. Yeah. What you want?
Okay. I want to do fan versus that Alabama fan, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
Well, here's an Alabama fan for you. Jeff Webster versus what team are you, sir? LSU versus Bama. Fight.
I got an LSU fan on. Somebody actually wants to step up.
Yeah, they're on the line now. Go.
Say that again.
They're on the line. I'm not sure what they're doing, but they are on the line.
46-41. Did it.
46-41. You got your win. Congratulations. That's 2 of the last 10. You know what's going to happen on November 5th? We're going to come into our house, so-called Death Valley, which is Pussy Valley, which Alabama's won 4 of the last 5 in, and we're going to send all you scumbag redneck fans back to the bayou wondering what the hell just happened when we wipe your asses. Say?
He tried to call you the N-word, but he was muted and didn't know it, so no one heard it.
Oh.
But yeah, he called you the N-word. So.
Oh, that's an easy fallback considering I'm as lily white as the next guy.
Right. Now he's been over on all fours, and his mother is shoving her dick in his ass. Let me see if I can get somebody else for you, Jeff.
You know, there are some decent LSU fans out there. I just didn't get one that time.
You're on with Uncle Lou. Yeah, you're on with Uncle Lou. Who is this?
I'm a Tennessee fan.
All right, Tennessee versus Alabama. Fight.
Man, I didn't want to do this to him. I didn't want to go in there and have sex with my sister.
Okay, you won again. He said something about having sex with his sister. Which, at least that proves he actually. He says he's a Tennessee fan, so I don't know if his sister is a goat or I don't know what he was talking about there.
Well, he's just following an example of that idiot that you tore apart 10 minutes ago. That guy didn't know what the hell he was talking about, but he was passionate, but he didn't know what the hell he was talking about, which makes him the perfect Tennessee fan.
Well, when the only thing you can say is, yeah, but you didn't win a national title, like that's all that matters. Like, I guess he thinks Tennessee has only had 6 good seasons in their 130-year history. But it's just hilarious to me, somebody that can't beat Georgia, or just anybody in general. But like he's like like Tennessee's national title in 1998 is somehow helping them now. No, it's not, sir. Anyway, let me see who else we got here. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou. Did you call in for any particular reason? Did you feel like saying anything or? Okay. Phones are hard to operate. It makes you wonder how some of these people get a hold of one. But there's nobody else on hold for you, Jeff. So you ran through all the callers like poop through a tin horn, sir. Keep up the good work. They were no match for you. That's crystal clear. Oh. All right. I guess that's going to do it for tonight's edition of Fan vs. Fan. That poor Tennessee fan. Enrique, thank you for the super chat, sir. He says, did he just say Jamie Newman played for Tennessee versus BYU? He was trying to compare Jamie Newman to Jarrett Garantano. The thing that I like about all the Jamie Newman trash talk is hearing from these people halfway through the season, the end of the season, once they realize how wrong they are. And I should have some credibility when it comes to talking about Georgia QBs. Because I've been trying to tell anybody that would listen that Jake Fromm was trash for the last 2.5 years. I'm not the one that just comes on here and tells you every player Georgia has is the best ever. I'm not that. Y'all know I'm not that guy. And I'm just here to tell you right now, anyone that will listen, that Jamie Newman is going to have more yards than Jake Fromm ever had, and it's not going to be close. He's going to have more touchdowns. He also will probably have more interceptions, but I'm willing to live with that. Okay? I'm willing. Instead of 25 touchdowns and 6 interceptions, that's Fromm. Okay. I'll take 35 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. I'll take that. I'll take 35 touchdowns instead of 25. I'll deal with the 10 interceptions instead of 5. I'll also take 3,200 passing yards instead of 2,800. It's not like I'm saying 4,000 here. 3,200 passing yards instead of 2,800. And I'll take 350 rushing yards for Jamie Newman this season over Jake Fromm's grand total of negative 140. This idea that because Fromm's gone and we're getting Jamie Newman that somehow Georgia's now not going to be any good is ridiculous. This is addition by subtraction losing Jake Fromm. Jake Fromm was the only thing holding Georgia's offense back. That's it. It wasn't the offensive line, the running backs, or the wide receivers. So I can't wait. I hope, what is it the kids say now? Keep this same energy. I hope we keep this same energy come midseason, okay? I hope we do. I have a feeling it's just going to be a lot of people with disconnected internet, though. That's what I think is going to happen. I think it's going to be a lot of people whose internet suddenly quits working and they can't figure out how to tune back into the Uncle Lou show. That's what I think is going to happen. Been doing this for quite some time. Rattlehead said Chess had to have Lou step in. I don't think he needed me. I couldn't take anymore. I couldn't take anymore. Brian said, Jess Hall hit the tag team button. Cut the cord, he says. Enrique says, overrated. But has he seen Texas play? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what you want. What do you want? Texas, Florida State, Southern Cal. All top 10 talent last year. Georgia, I believe, was 6th most talented team last year. Finished 4th. Georgia has not been picked to win the SEC in how many years? How many years has it been since Georgia was picked to win the SEC? 15? Georgia met expectations last year. Georgia was picked to win the East. They were not picked to win the SEC. 2018, same thing. 2017, Georgia exceeded expectations. Nobody, not even me, had Georgia making the playoffs in 2017. The last season that Georgia did not meet expectations was Kirby Smart's first year, 2016, when he went 8-5. His first year ever as a head coach. In Pruitt's second year ever as a head coach, he went 8-5. But he lost to 2 non-Power 5 teams. He lost to Georgia State and BYU. Kirby Smart has never lost to a non-Power 5 team. Who can name every coach in college football history to play for a national title game in their second year ever as a head coach? I'll give you a hint. It's a short list. There are 3 names on it. Bob Stoops, Jim Tressel, Kirby Smart. How many years was Nick Saban a head coach before he won a national title? How many years was Dabo Swinney a head coach before he won a national title? Nick Saban was busy losing to Indiana when he was a second-year head coach. Kirby Smart lost to the best coach in the history of college football in a national title game in overtime his second year as a head coach. Keep sleeping, though. Jay Drizzle says, I would have hammered that Bama fan. Nick Saban is pushing 120 years old. They'll be done and forgotten about in less than 10 years. You know, I'm kind of surprised. There hasn't been that. Normally, every offseason, I get 100 calls. How many more years think till Nick Saban retires? I don't remember getting a single phone call this offseason asking about when Nick Saban's going to retire. I can't imagine he's got many more years left in him, though, honestly. I would say less than. What about Alabama fans? What do y'all think? I would say less than 5. I'm curious. I wonder what Alabama fans think. I would say less than 5 years left for Saban, don't you think? Enrique, thank you for the super chat, sir. He says, totally unrelated, but who do you think Jalen Hurts came in second for the Heisman over Justin Fields with the numbers he put up? Why do you think Jalen Hurts came in second for the Heisman over Justin Fields with the numbers he put up? I thought Justin Fields came in second. Hurts came in second? I think Fields had a much better season. Slim Shady, thank you for the super chat, sir. Larry Coker did it in his first year as a head coach. Slim. Larry Coker was a head coach for 5 years before he ever got to Miami. Slim. Thank you for the super chat, though. Trevor Emmerich, thank you, sir. He says, entertaining show per usual. As someone who's starting their own channel, do you have any advice or anything you wish you would have known when you started your channel? Oh, boy. How much time do you have, Trevor? Is it a college football channel? Assuming. Well, actually, it doesn't matter what type of channel it is. Make sure it is a type of channel, though. The channel needs to be about something. This is a college football channel. The channel needs to be about something. That's number one. Number two, be consistent. Don't make people guess. Right? I don't know what your situation is in life. If you can only upload one video a week, upload it the same day, around the same time. If you can upload 3 videos a week, upload it the same 3 days every week. Be consistent. Take your time with the title, the description, and the tags. That's where a lot of people drop the ball. Upload the video in the highest resolution that you can. If you're recording your videos with a cell phone and your cell phone shoots video in 4K, record the video in 4K. Upload it in 4K. Yes, it takes longer to upload the video. It takes longer to edit the video, all that stuff. Upload it in the highest resolution that you can. Don't worry about money. Whatever your YouTube channel is about, it should be something that you're passionate about and at least somewhat knowledgeable about. And I say somewhat because we can debate forever whether I know anything at all about college football or not. But generally speaking, you need to have some knowledge about whatever it is your channel is about. And you need to remember that there are way over, 1 billion YouTube channels. You got to do something to stand out. You have to be entertaining or have a great personality or be funny or be loud. And the main thing is just start uploading videos. Don't wait. Don't say, well, I got to wait until I get a better camera, or I got to wait until I get a better microphone, or I got to wait till I get lights, or I got to wait till I get a new computer. You don't have to wait for anything. I uploaded videos on this channel for, I think, 3, maybe 4 years with nothing but a cell phone. That's it. I recorded the videos with a cell phone. I edited the videos with a cell phone, and I uploaded the videos with a cell phone. So don't wait. That's the best advice I can give you. Start uploading videos. The first videos that you upload are going to be garbage. So, I mean, they just are. Go back and look. I still have my first videos on this channel. Go back and watch them. You know what you're going to think as you're watching them? You're going to go, damn, these are garbage. Don't worry about it. You'll learn, you'll learn as you go. So, most important thing is start uploading videos. Try to do it on a consistent basis on somewhat of a schedule, whether that's 1 a week, 5 a week, 3 a week, whatever it is. Try to stay consistent. Make sure you know what your YouTube channel is about. Like I said, if it's college football or whatever. First couple of years I was on YouTube, my channel wasn't about anything. That was a waste of time. Take your time on the thumbnails and all that, the title of the video, the description of the video, the tag of the video. I think I mentioned that. Slim, Larry Coker was the head coach of University of Texas San Antonio in 2011, sir. That was his first year, okay? Just wait a minute. Was he at San Antonio after he was at Miami? Is that what you're saying? Is that true? Maybe. Hold on. Maybe you're right. You know, you might be right. You might be right. Maybe he was at San Antonio after he was at, because he was at Miami in the early 2000s, wasn't he? When was his first year at Miami? 2000? You might be right about Larry Coker. So 4. Larry Coker, Bob Stoops, Jim Tressel, and Kirby Smart. Out of 1 million. Albert says Alabama will score 60 points on Tennessee. Hard to predict that. I'm not saying they can't, but I don't know about that. Have they ever scored 60 points on Tennessee? Let's find out. No. They scored 58 in 2018. That's the most they've ever scored. So I'm going to go ahead and take the under on your 60-point prediction there on Tennessee. 58 was the most. I believe that was in 2018. Is that right? Yeah, 58. Scored 56 on them back in 1986. And then you scored 51 way back in 1906. You guys remember that game? Boy, what a great game that was, that 1906 Alabama versus Tennessee game. Boy, I remember it like it was 114 years ago. Cranjus, thank you. Thank you, sir. He says everybody's hereby invited to the trash-talking burial of Chess Hall next Tuesday night. Lou's nugs will be sore after I removed him from Chess's mouth. Oh, boy. Well, I'm sure everyone is excited about that. King Cranjus versus Chess Hall. Mark your calendars or just set a reminder on your phone. It'll probably be good enough for that. Actually, probably don't actually need to mark your calendar. Does anyone mark their calendar anymore? Does anyone actually mark their calendar anymore? Yeah. I do. Yes. I'm old, and I still use a paper calendar. It works for me. So, you know, I don't really care that you don't like it.
Whoopity you!
Yeah, that 1906 Alabama versus Tennessee game was something. 1906. Was that the last time Tennessee won the SEC? I think it was. Definitely same century. It was definitely 1906. That was last century. I know the last time they won the SEC was last century. So, oh, that's right. 1998, they managed to win the SEC somehow. That's right. Oh, man. Hey, you guys remember 32 years ago when Tennessee made it to the Sugar Bowl? Man, that was something, wasn't it? You know, the Sugar Bowl is the game that the best team in the SEC goes to every year. I don't know how many of you knew that, but unless you're in the national title game or now the playoffs, the best you can do in the SEC is to go to the Sugar Bowl. Tennessee went ahead and did that 32 years ago. Went to the Sugar Bowl. It was an amazing game. I remember it like it was 32 years ago. Georgia's played in the Sugar Bowl 2 years in a row. Year before that, they would have made it to the Sugar Bowl 3 years in a row. But the thing is, in 2017, they went ahead and won the SEC and made this thing called the playoffs. If you're a Tennessee fan, you'll have to Google what that is. But now in college football, they take the best 4 teams at the end of the year and they put them in this thing called the playoffs. And what they do is they take, they match up team 1 versus team 4 and team 2 versus team 3, and they play each other. And it's called a playoff game. And the winner of each game then advances and plays in what they call the national championship game. And Georgia was able to do that way back in 2017. Hey, did you know that Missouri has won the East twice since the last time Tennessee did? Did you know that South Carolina has won the East since the last time Tennessee did? The East is no good. Florida finished in the top 10 2 years in a row. New Year's 6 bowls. The East is no good. I wonder who had a winning record. You know how the East and the West play each other every year in the SEC? I wonder which division had more wins last year. I wonder if the East had a winning record against the West or if the West had a winning record against the East. I wonder. I would be curious to know. Interesting. Oh, the East? Oh, well, I had no idea. Ain't that something? Isn't that something? How'd the East do in bowl games last year compared to the West? Anybody know? Can't find it anywhere. It doesn't matter if anybody from the East can beat Bama. Bama can't even make the SEC title game. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to Alabama for winning their division once in the last 3 years. That is impressive. Didn't Alabama even beat a ranked team last year? I think they did. I think they beat one ranked team last year. All right, I'm going to wrap it up, I think. Call it a night. I'll be back on at 8 in the morning. Me and BVD. I think BVD will be on in the morning. Got Chess Hall and whatever girl he's dating this week. They're coming on in the morning for a little while. I think Melissa May's coming on. And one other person, too, also coming on. Somebody, a good, hell, he might be doing Uncle Lou a huge favor. This other person that's coming on, so we'll see. I don't know. Anyway, appreciate y'all tuning in. I'll see you bright and early in the morning, about 8 a.m. or so. Have a good morning.
Go get
You're listening to Chill Your Mind Radio.